chapter number 3, data handling. This is very easy chapter to understand and how to classify the given information. Let's try to understand different terms through this exercise. So let's begin exercise 3.1. It's the question number 1 is on your screen. Find the range of heights of any 10 students of your class. Okay. Dear student, there are varieties of students in the class and their height we can measure in centimeter. So let's take randomly, we are choosing, let the height of 10 students, let the height of 10 students are, now here randomly I am taking, you must remember here we are using the centimeter unit to measure their height. Suppose one of the student is 150 centimeter, another student is having 137 centimeter height, next maybe 142 centimeter, next is the tallest maybe 169 centimeter. Next, I am choosing randomly 172 centimeter, the most tallest. I can go with 122 centimeter. I can have 140 centimeter type of student, which is height is this. One more I am choosing 157 centimeter. Maybe the height of a student can 139 centimeter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and the last. And one more I am choosing, that is maybe 149 centimeter. Okay, dear student. This randomly I am choosing. It's not necessary. Whatever you feel too comfortable, you choose. Okay. Just this data is giving us information how to find the range. In the question we are asked to find the range. Now what is range? Let's try to understand. The range is the formula is highest observation minus lowest observation. The formula is highest observation minus lowest observation. What do you mean by this thing? The meaning of this thing says whatever the observations here we are given. How many observations are with us? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 observations are here. Out of 10 observation, which one is the most highest observation? Of course, the highest I can see 172 centimeter. Agree? So I need to mention here 172 centimeter minus lowest observation. Lowest indicate that the least one. Out of all these observation, I can see clearly 122 is the least observation among all these given observations. So I need to write here 122 centimeter. So if I subtract 122 from 172, then I must have here 2 minus 2 0, 7 minus 2 5, 1 minus 1 0. So it is coming 50 centimeter. So my dear student, I can say that range of this given observation or a data is 50 centimeter. So it's easy. So we come to a conclusion that what is range? Now it's easy to understand. The range is such a quantity when we subtract lowest observation from the highest observation. So please keep this formula in your mind to find the range of any given data. Clear? Now question number 2 is on your screen. Let's see. Organize the following marks in a class assessment in a tabular form. 4, 6, 7, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 2, 6, 2, 5, 1, 9, 6, 5, 8, 4, 6, 7. Now let's represent the given data in the tabular form. Dear student, you can see here 3 columns are given. Okay, so let's write. So first column is showing the marks. Clear? Second column is for tally marks. We need to mention tally marks over here. And the third column, that is for frequency. The spelling of frequency, FREQUENCY. Clear? Now if we observe the given data, then we can say that among all these observation, the least one is 1. So let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Now let's focus on tally marks. So one by one I will recall the numbers and carefully we need to mention it in a tally marks column. Now carefully we will draw the tally marks. The first one is in that 4, then next is 6, 7, 5, 3, again 5, then 4, then again 5, 2, 6, 2, again 5, 1, 9, 6, then 5 fifth time, so we will have to cross it. Okay, next the next number we are given 8, then 4, 6, 7, so here all the numbers are completed. Now let's note down the frequency according to the tally marks. 1, then 2, 1, 3, 5, 4, 2, 1 and 1. Yes student, here we need to mention total and here we will have to write dash and the total of all the frequency. Let's add all this. So 1 plus 2 3 plus 1 4 plus 3 7 plus 5 12 plus 4 16 plus 2 18 plus 1 19 plus 1 20. So total frequency we need to write here, that is 20. Now after representing this in a tabular form, we have here few questions just below it. Let's see one by one all. So my dear student, here one by one we will see. The first one is here on the screen. Just see. First question we are given, which number is the highest? So my dear student, if we observe all the given data, then we can say here the highest number among all this is 9. So 9 is the highest number. Clear? Next question, that is question number 2. We are given which number is the lowest number. So if we observe among all these data, the lowest means least number is 1 in the given data. So 1 is the lowest number. So dear student, now third question is on your screen. What we are given? Let's note down. What is the range of the data? This is the question. So we need to find the range over here. We know the formula. What is the formula to find the range? Range equal to highest observation minus lowest observation. So the highest observation among all this is, we can see, that is 9. So I need to mention 9 is the highest, minus lowest is 1. So 9 minus 1 is 8. So my dear student, the range of the given data is 8 here. Clear to you? Now once again I am explaining you all 3 questions. Just look at it. So my dear student, here the first question we are given, which number is the highest? 9 is the highest number. We can see through the observation, right? Which number is the lowest? 1 is the lowest number. What is the range of the data? Range we can find through this formula, highest observation minus lowest observation. So 9 minus 1, that is 8. Let's work out on the fourth question. Here we are given fourth question, find the arithmetic mean. Okay, dear student, arithmetic mean, it means average. So you can say simple, mean equal to sum of all observations. Sum of all the observations upon number of observations. So my dear student, whatever the numbers we are given, let's add them. So we will have here 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 4 plus 5 plus 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 5 plus 8 plus 4 plus 6 and last plus 7. Okay, these are the numbers. And dear student, what is the total number? Means total observation. Number of total observations are 20. So all these are 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So now let's add all these numbers. So dear student, the sum of all these numbers is coming 100. and total number of observation, they are 20. When 100 is divided by 20, it means simple, 0 0 cancel, so 10 divided by 2. We know that 10 divided by 2, it means 5. So my dear student, the mean of the given observation is 5. Mean equal to 5. This is the complete solution of question number 2. So my dear student, question number 3 is on your screen. Find the mean of first 5 whole numbers. So dear student, whole numbers, we know it begins with 0. So we need to mention the first five whole numbers are, first 5 whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whole numbers. Okay, as whole number begin with 0, so you need to start with 0. If we are asked natural numbers, then we have to start with 1. Then we need to proceed for 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 also at that time. But here whole numbers, so it begins with 0. Now what we have to find? We need to find the mean of the given number. So we need to mention mean equal to sum of observations, sum of all the observations upon number of observations. Okay. Now let's add all these numbers. Now which number we are going to add? 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, and total they are number of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. Okay, so 5 observations are there. Now let's add these number. 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10. So 10 divided by 5, we know very well it is 2, because 10 is divisible by 5. 5 2 ja 10. You can cancel also this way. So the final answer, mean equal to 2. So clear? We need to mention, therefore the mean of the first 5 whole numbers is 2. Clear? So my dear student, here question number 4 is on your screen. A cricket scores the following runs in the 8 innings. A cricketer scores the following runs in 8 innings. The runs we are given, we have to find the mean score. Okay. The runs which we are given are 58, 76, 40, 35, 46, 45, 0 and 100. Okay. So my dear student, let's begin the solution. Its a solution says the formula is mean equal to sum of all the observation. Here we need to write sum of all the runs, because in observation we know number of runs we are given. And number of observation means number of innings. Okay. So in place of number of observation, we can mention number of innings. Okay. So sum of all the runs. We know sum of all the runs. For that, what we have to do? We need to add. So let's add 58 plus 76 plus 40 plus 35 plus 46 plus 45 plus 0 plus 100, which will be divisible by, this will be divisible by total number of innings 8 we are given. So 8 observations are there. So we need to mention 8 in a denominator. Now let's add. You can see on a ones place 0, 0, here 5. 5 plus 6, 11, 11 plus 5, 16, 16 plus 6, 22, 22 plus 8, 30. So in the unit place it will be 0, 3 carry over. So 3 plus 0, 0, 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 4, 11, 11 plus 3, 14, 14 plus 4, 18, 18 plus 7, 25, 25 plus 5, 30. So 0 and 3 carry over. Where to 3 carry over? Here it is 1 on a 100th place plus 3. 3 plus 1, that is 4. So the sum of all this given observation is coming 400, that we need to divide by 8. So what will be the answer? Very simple. We know 8, recite the table of 8. 8 5 ja 40. And because of this one extra 0, I need to mention here 50. So my dear student, we need to say mean of the given observation is 50. So mean of the given observation is 50. And what are 50? 50, they are the runs. So we need to mention 50 runs. This is the complete solution of question number 4. Easy. So dear student, question number 5, what we are given in that? Following table shows the points of each player scored in 4 games. Okay. So dear student, here you can see on your screen the tabular form which we are given in the question. Player, how many players? 3 players, ABC. And here game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4. Here it is score of each and every game of each and every player we are given. And here some questions just below it we are given. Answer the following questions. In that, first question is find the mean to determine A's average number of points scored per game. So dear student, we have to find average score, okay? Average score of, we have to find the mean, means A's average number of points, okay? What is the average number of player A? In game 1, 14, game 2, 16, game 3, 10, and game 4 also 10. Let's find the average points. Average, mean or average, same thing. So you can mention mean also. Mean equal to sum of all the scores. Sum of all the scores, and here number of games. We need to write here number of games. Now as we know, player A, we have to find the mean for the player A. So they are 14 plus 16 plus 10 plus 10 we are given. These 4 numbers are there which will be divided by 4 itself. Okay, which will be divided by 4 itself. So what do we have here? 6 plus 4, again 0, 1 carry over, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, 5. So that is 50. 50 divided by 4. You know very well, dear student, 50 divided by 4, if I simplify, then it will go with the 2. So the answer will be 25 divided by 2. You know very well, if I want to convert this 25 divided by 2, it will be converted into decimal. Then half of the 25, which gives the result 12.5. So dear student, the mean of the player A. This is for player A. So mean for the player A is 12.5. This is the first question solution. Let's move with the second question now. So my dear student, question 2 we are given. You can see to find the mean number of points per game for C. Would you divide the total points by 3 or by 4? Why? Okay, very easy, very simple. Dear student, you can observe in the C player. For the C player, he is playing game 1 and score 8 marks. For game 2, his score is 11. And for game 4, his score is 13. But he is not playing game 3. So in such a case, we need to consider only 3. We need to consider it's the point, total points, and which will be divided by 3. That's why we need to mention the mean number of points, the mean number of points per game for C, player C. For C, we need to divide the total points by 3. We need to divide total points by 3. What is the reason? Because why we are asked, so we have to mention the reason. Because player C did not play game 3. The reason behind that, he is not playing game 3. So total number of games played by him is 1, 2 and this 3 only. So 3 games out of 4 he is playing. So answer is, we will consider 3. Clear? So dear student, question number 3 we are given is, B played in all the 4 games. How would you find the mean? Yes, we can see in the question, player B is playing all 4 games. So how we are going to find the mean? Very simple. We can find mean. By dividing the total score by 4 with 4. Sorry, by already we have written, so with 4. We need to mention, we need to divide total score by with 4. Means by 4 we will divide the total score, then we will have the mean of the player B. So my dear student, we need to find the mean also here. So very simple, very easy. So the formula to find the mean equal to total number of score, means sum of the score, total score divided by total number of games. Okay. So total number of score of player B. This is for player B. So we need to mention these 4 numbers: 0, plus 8, plus 6, plus 4, and the sum we need to divide by 4 because total 4 games are there. The sum of this is coming 18, and 18 divided by 4. It can be simplified. 18 divided by 4 can be written as 9 by 2. Agree? Okay. But again, I am mentioning the final answer. 9 by 2 can be written as 4.5. In decimal form, if we want to write, then we need to mention half of 9 is 4.5. So the mean of the given data is 4.5. That is the solution for question 3. So my dear student, question number 4 we are given, who is the best performer? For that, what we have to do? For finding the best performer, we need to move with this. Look at your screen. First, we need to find the mean for A. Mean for player A. Okay. Very simple, very easy. So in a short, I am mentioning and we are finding the mean of all three players. So 14 plus 16 plus 10 plus 10 and total number of games 4 divided by 4. The sum of this is coming 50. 14 plus 16 30 plus 40 plus 10 50 divided by 4. Dear student, 50 divided by 4, if you simplify, then we will have here 25 divided by 2 because it will move with 25. And as you know, half of 25, that is 12.5. So average or a mean for player A is 12.5. Same procedure, we are going to find mean for player B. Let's find for it. Mean for player B, that is 0 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4 divided by 4. Already that also we have found. That was the sum of this is coming 18. 18 divided by 4. So 9 by 2. 9 by 2 can be written as 4.5. So the mean for the player B is 4.5. Player A 12.5. Player B 4.5. Let's find for player C also. Now dear student, we are finding the mean for player C, that is third player. Here we are given 8 plus 11 and did not play, so we need not include this and this 13. And here be careful about writing this. Instead of 4 games, here only he is playing 3 games. So we need to find a mean for the 3 games for the player C. Okay. So the sum, what it is coming? We know 11 plus 13, 24. 24 plus 8. 24 plus 8 is 32. 32 divided by 3. So dear student, 32 divided by 3. So 3 1 ja 3. 2 not possible to bring 0. So it will be 20. Then we will have here 20 means 3 6 ja 18. Again 3 6 ja approximate 10.666 it will come. So observing all three observation, mean for player A is coming 12.5, mean for player B was coming 4.5, and the mean for player C is coming 10.66. Out of all these three players, we can say that the performance of player A is the best performer. So we can say player A is the best performer. Very easy and very interesting also. So here the question 5 of exercise 3.1 complete.